So I want to start first of all with going over what the FDA considers, right? Like they consider the following factors when it comes to weight loss drugs before they get approved, for prescription and for use. These are the 4 factors, right? There's usually 4 that they go over. The first one is risk versus benefit. Okay, so what that basically means is, is this drug going to be, what are the risk versus benefits? You know what I'm saying? So like, is there more risk than a benefit, or vice versa? Is there more of a benefit than a risk? That's something that does have to be taken into account before, a drug can be approved. If the risks are greater, then it's going to, of course, affect the approval process. It'll most likely, get shelved, because they don't want to, or at least I should say, the goal is to ensure that you're not giving people something that is of higher risk, than there is benefit. So that's one of the first things that they evaluate. Second thing being, is there a potential for abuse? Okay, so as many of you know, when it comes to drugs of just about any kind, there is a potential for abuse, right? There's a potential for psychological and physical dependence and reliance upon said drug. The next thing they want to go over is weight loss potential. Okay, so will the drug that they're looking at trying to put on the market what is the potential for weight loss? Is it high? Is it low? And if it's low, what can we do to perhaps make the potential grow? Or, is it something that we should just shelf altogether? That's kind of how, the FDA does things. Since it is a weight loss drug, obviously, you want a weight loss drug to be able to do what it's supposed to. You want it to do what's in the name. And the last one being the potential to reduce comorbidities. So, what that basically means is, for the weight loss drug that they're looking at trying to approve, does it also have the ability to, reduce comorbidities that come with, weight gain, right? Because as many of you know, as I've talked about in my previous videos, obesity, right? Having more fat on you and more weight can also increase comorbidities. That being like hypertension, high cholesterol, diabetes, strokes, things like that. So those are comorbidities, right? Comorbidities essentially are like conditions that come with obesity or that come with a specific type of condition you're dealing with. So when it comes to weight loss drugs, obesity is really what's being centered. That's the crux of the issue. So obesity, comorbidities being, something that obesity sort of brings on. So of course the weight loss drug, they evaluate the potential for comorbidities to also be reduced in addition to the weight.